Celine, why have you dawdled? He has found us! Welcome back! This is a weird place to welcome you back to, but it's in the middle of the cutscene after the boss, so let's read stuff, I suppose. Great. Ooh-wah! What? What is that voice? Where is it coming from? I don't see... Enough. The plan has changed. Revert that nexus and return at once. Yes. Your will be done. Your will be done, or your will be done? I don't even know. Ahem. Yes, I suppose you win for today, girls. We have to say goodbye here. Looks like a wrench has been thrown into our gears. Well, we'll meet again, girls. Assuming you survive, that is. Hee hee. Teleportation. Hey, wait! You're just going to run away? You coward! Ah! What the... Oh god, please don't tell me it's the standard cliche timer as you run from the exploding base or something. I don't even know. An earthquake? Wait, no. The Nexus is collapsing. No! This is bad. Arch, we need to get out of here. Now! Well, I do have the teleportation spell. But what about everyone? There's no time! We have to get out before the Nexus collapses entirely! Arch, we have to run! It's dangerous here. Okay. You know you can just use the teleportation spell. You know you can just use the teleportation spell. You know you can just use the teleportation spell. The bridge! Ah! It's fallen away! We're too late then. You know you can just use the teleportation spell. No! The floor is giving away. Jump! Jump! You know you can just use the teleportation spell, right? Aye! Ah! Could have just used the teleportation spell. Hoon. Dot. Where am... Arch, thank goodness, you're finally awake. Miss Remy? This is the nurse's room at school. That's right. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Arch! She just fucking stormed in here. You're awake! Oh, Sana, Chiffin. You really do sleep like a log, Arch. Stella! I just had a really scary dream. The school had been turned into a weird dungeon, and everyone was a statue. Arch? Oh, do you really think something that real could be a dream? What? So it wasn't a dream? We were saved. Everyone else is safe too. Our classmates, the teachers, everyone. Really? Thank goodness. I was so... But wait, the floor fell out from under us, and we were falling into darkness. We were. A great magician somehow teleported us away before we hit anything. You know you can just use teleportation to get out. Great magician? That means Mr. Tawarin. It'll have to be... Arch! Everyone's just phasing through the solid wood door. Miss Sophia! Everyone! Oh, thank goodness, Arch. You're finally awake. Uh-huh. You're all back to normal, too. All thanks to you three. This certainly seems like the end. Is it actually gonna be a weird setup for a sequel? I mean, this game is pretty old, and I haven't heard anything about a sequel, but I guess we'll see. All thanks to you three. Arch, thank you so much. Man, oh man, turned to stone by a girl. Never thought that'd happen to me. Still, beating up a dark witch? Gus, guess there is a use for that great strength that comes with your great stupidity, Arch. Ah, why are you being mean now, Colm? You were so worried about Arch earlier. Chuckle, don't go saying stuff like that. No, I'd agree. You were definitely the most worried out of any of us, Colm. Class press. Man, stabbed in the back. Anyway, I have to admit, I thought dimensional nexus magic was just a myth. I have a lot to learn still, I guess. Well, you're like fucking 8, what do you think? Yes, getting turned to stone by a dark witch was certainly a learning experience. Sort of. Wow, what a positive guy. I'm just glad it's over. I couldn't bear the thought of being stoned forever. Well, could you think at all while you were stoned? I was yawning real wide when she turned us all to stone. Stupid witch, now my mouth hurts. Ha 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 ha! I'm really glad everything's back to normal. Arch, how do you feel? Out of all of us, you have the smallest reserve of personal mana. So staying in the dark world would have been the hardest on you, but... yeah, I'm fine. Yay! Well, in that case, Arch, we were just about to start math class. Would you like to join us? Math class? Oh, I'm so sick, I'm dying. Ooh, Miss Sophia, I'm so tired all of a sudden. I need to keep resting, yeah. Really, Arch. Sleep in when you want. What? Now that's a mark of heroism, Arch. No, I have like 20 mark of heroisms. I need more. Ha ha ha. He he he. Ho ho ho. Jokes aside, Arch. We've rented a carriage, so Remy will see you home, so you can get plenty of rest, okay? Yeah, a carriage that can like fucking leap those chasms on the way to school, I suppose? Maybe? Okay, Miss Sophia. Hey, Mom and Dad. Arch, I'm so glad you're safe. Well, we did kind of fucking warn you about this, saying like, hey, the school is like going all to hell. But you were like, nah, that's never gonna happen. You weren't hurt, are you, Arch? No, I'm fine. There was a huge fuss in town once we got the news. I never thought something so terrible could happen at your school. Sniff. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, I made you worry. Arch, why are you apologizing? We're just happy you're safe. That's right, Arch. Mom, Dad. I guess you were right. I really am a bad kid. What? Hmm? Because, I mean, I made you two worry so much. I mean, when I thought that everyone at school would stay statues forever, and that I might never see them alive again, I was so sad and scared. I had to think about what might happen if everyone I loved was taken away from me. What? So I think I know what you feel like when you worry about me. Jesus Christ. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry for everything I've done up to now. All I did was make you worry. I am a bad kid. Yeah, you've said that now. Oh, Arch. As I said, sometimes it can be a bit droning, this dialogue. You saved everyone, though. Every one of those people who you hold dear. Huh? Your swordsmanship, passion, and raw courage saved dozens of lives today, or dozens, however you want to pronounce that. Dad? Arch, I'm the one who's sorry. Your old dad. Well, it must seem like he's been acting a bit odd lately, you know? Or I know. Whatever. Heh. Ever since I got hurt, I suppose my heart's gotten as weak as my sword arm. What? I'm glad I taught you what I did. And now I remember how wonderful it is when you save others, and how important those skills are. Thank you, Arch. Dad! You've been doing a lot of growing up since... growing up, and I didn't even notice, and I can't even read. Hey, Dad, can I keep going on adventures? Absolutely. Does that mean you'll keep teaching me sword stuff from now on? You bet I will. Yay! Thank you, Dad. I'm so happy. This is great, Arch. Yeah, I love you, Dad. I'm just glad you're safe, Arch. Now don't forget to keep your grades up, too. Aw, that doesn't have anything to do with this, Mom. Well... Ha ha ha. Final CG piece? No? And thus, thanks to Arch's bravery, Tonkinus and the Minotaratis Magic School were at peace once again. The Dark Witch yet lived, however. And what was the source of that terrible voice that Arch and the others heard at the end? Arch had achieved her goal and gained an elemental stone, but the events which swirled around the secret of the elemental stone could, at any moment, draw Arch into another adventure. As long as Arch has her friends by her side, however, she can surely overcome any challenge that lies ahead. The end. Question mark? So that was the end. Well, I didn't think it would be when I went into the dungeon, but as I was going further on, I kind of did start imagining that it's probably going to be over quite soon, but there are a lot of things that are unanswered. For one thing, what the hell is up with Scotshold? We never got to Scotshold, the biggest city in the fucking land. And it was even like we even saw the path to Scotshold teasing us. So that's really strange, honestly. And once again, the little birdie told me that there's a thing, the key code door wasn't something that I could do in the dungeon at that time, so it's something that comes later in the end game, question mark? I don't know exactly what the hell is that? Did we, oh right, that's when we met Stella for the first, or not met her for the first time, but when she intercepted us in the dungeon. I forgot about that CG piece. But yeah, so that door I do want to check out, so there is going to be some stuff happening after the game is over, but beyond that, I don't really know how much else I'm going to do. I'm certainly not going to do... I know there's like New Game Plus in this game, and I'm not going to do that. Voice artists? For just the squeaking and all that? I guess so. Sure. But yeah. What? Chiffin? Oh, it's the same voice actress doing Chiffin and Celine, I suppose. That's... okay, that's interesting. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna do New Game Plus on camera. I might do that sometime in the future. Maybe a live stream, who knows? I keep talking about live streams, but I don't have the internet for it, but I do want to get into it as soon as I can, so we'll see about that, I suppose. So, yeah, review time, I suppose. Suppose. Well, I mean, I kind of just said everything I wanted to say about this game over the course of the game, but I really did like it, but there were a lot of flaws, and the main thing was just the weird disconnect where it's such a childish game in both looks and especially the writing, and the writing felt really bad to me at some points. That's like my main gripe with the game. Just, I don't know, it was so droning and just repetitive, and it was as if something was, if it was written for like a 5-year-old, but then they also had like really mature themes sometimes, and oh, end credits stuff. Well, I'm just gonna keep talking for a while, I suppose, but the one instance that I think of the most is just when Sona was kidnapped by those orcs and you got to her, it was such a terrible cutscene that just went on for literally 5 minutes or something like that, with just, oh no, we're gonna eat you, Sona, and she's like, no, don't eat me, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna eat you, Sona, and she's like, no, don't eat me, and then Arch and company arrive, and they're like, no, you're not gonna eat her, we'll stop you, and they went like, no, we're gonna eat her, and then we're gonna eat you, oh my god, and then it just kept going on like that, no, we're gonna save her, no, you're not, oh, we're gonna save her, no, you're not, and everything that was said in that cutscene could have been said in like 10 dialogue lines or something like that, and overall, a lot of the dialogue has had that problem where just everything could have been said better in a more concise way if you just aimed it at a little bit of a higher audience or an older audience, and certainly the gameplay supports that fact. The gameplay is definitely not something you could play when you're like fucking 8 or something. It's just very bizarre to me that the game, I almost compared the game to Dark Souls at the start there, where even just the basic slime and a snake were a challenge at the start when you didn't really understand how their behavior worked and how the controls worked and all that. So the gameplay was really fun, but it was kind of sad that once you got all 3 party members, it did start becoming a bit trivialized. I mean, I never really died except for a couple boss fights due to my own stupidity mostly, but just there was never anything I thought was too hard where I just, no, I can't do this, this is way too hard, I need to like go and grind or get better geared or something like that. But then again, I am playing on normal, but that's generally what you should base your game around, just normal mode. Even like if you want to have a baseline for your game, that's what you do, and then if you want to have easier difficulties or harder difficulties, you do. So just based on normal mode, I thought it was almost, maybe not too easy, but I don't know. Alright, I also just checked my notes if I wrote down anything, and there were a couple of other things that I wanted to just mention. With the whole dialogue thing, another example was the fucking ghost thing, the moan, or the thing that wasn't a ghost, that was a soldier in the end, in Stella's graveyard. And that was another cutscene that was just so pointless and slow, and just the moaning and moaning and moaning and moaning at every single cutscene, or every single dialogue. It was, I don't know, so much of the dialogue was just so pointless, I felt. So that's the main problem I had with this game, and it did get really annoying to read at some point. But also, from a gameplay perspective, I really disliked the storage limitations, where there's so much stuff in the game, and so much lore, sort of, behind everything, and all of the items have their own little, tidbits, trivia notes, or whatever you want to call them, and there was just so much of that, and so much interesting stuff, but then you couldn't use them, and same with, like, costumes, and, cosmetics, or whatever you want to call that. It's just a shame that there was so much stuff, and you weren't allowed to play with it, because you couldn't keep as many toys as you wanted. I don't know why they did that. I mean, they didn't want you to have infinite healing items, but why not? It's not like you could carry infinite items anyways, and they should have made those items not really take up inventory slots, and just have the usable items take up inventory slots, I feel. But, oh well, who am I to judge? Anyways, I've been just droning on and not really saying anything of value, so I'm just gonna... I feel like I'm just saying things that I've said already a million times over the course of this, but I guess if you only watch this, like the first episode and then the last episode, for whatever reason. Not that this is gonna be the last episode, because I do want to check out some stuff, I think, but it probably is at least one of the last episodes. But let's just read the rest of the story and see where all this goes at the end. If there's like an end game, after you kill the boss you can run around freely and stuff. But if so, then how the hell do we get back to the keycode door? I don't even know, we'll see. Well then, today is magic practice. Does everyone have their stones? Yes, Miss Sophia. Yes, Miss Sophia. What? Good, we're all ready then. Miss Sophia, I've been practicing my wind magic real hard. Just wait till you see. That's good to hear, Colm, though I hope you haven't been practicing flipping skirts. Ha ha ha, that's a good joke that you haven't made already 15 times. I wouldn't do that, no way! Ha ha ha. Man! Well, let's head out to the garden and practice materialization. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Arch, your stone is a bit special, so how about you just watch for today, okay? What? Aw. Alright then, everyone please head out to the garden. Why not just have her practice unison and stuff? You have to be kidding me. After all that, I have a stone, and I still just watch during practice. Sorry, Arch. Cheer up, Arch. I'll try. How sad, Arch. Ah, Stella. We have a name for this, you realize? A name? Silver before cats. Or was it emeralds before kobolds? Either way, what the hell does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? In other words, no matter what kind of elemental stone you have, it's really rather wasted on someone with as little power as you. Now, if you'll pardon me... Aw. Aw. Stella, that's just mean. Aw. Stella is still kinda unforgiving about magic, huh? Haha. Yeah, I'm not putting, like, any effort into this reading, sorry if you want. Very, what is the word for that? Very, in-character reading and stuff? I'm not the one to do that. Look elsewhere. Arch, Sauna, if we don't hurry, we'll be late for practice. Well, it's already begun. Yeah, I know, we'll be out there soon. By the by, Arch. What is it, class president? To be honest, I've been researching the Dark World after what happened to us. I found a book called The Great World of Darkness, written about it. The Great World of Darkness? Unfortunately, it's written entirely in chaotic. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Oh. There are books even you can't read, class president? Well, remember that there are an endless number of languages in the world, active and non, and some languages, like chaotic, are the sort of things most humans can't understand. Usually. Okay. That sounds kinda confusing. However, or confusing, whatever. However, there was one, and only one, thing that stood out. On the very first page, I found a number I could read. Oh, a number, you say? Is it a 4-digit number? Yes, I have no idea what it could possibly mean, but the number 2382 was written on the first page. 2382. I should write this down right now. Actually, I don't need to, because I can do that in editing. Huh? I thought that maybe it would ring a bell for you, Arch, given that you've actually spent time on the other side. What the hell are you talking about? Numbers, my greatest enemy. We meet again. Though, wasn't there something? Woo? Oh, I'm sorry. We're still in class. Let's hurry to the garden. Oh, right. Okay then, let's go. Face through desks. Would you like to save your victory data, or data? Sure, I guess. I have these backed up anyways, so it's not like I'm missing out on anything. Several bonus menu items have been unlocked. The bonus menu has been expanded. Well, great, thank you. And back to the title screen we go. So I guess when I load this, will I be at the end of the game, or will I be at the beginning of the game doing New Game Plus? Huh. Guess I'll just check that out quick, but let's see. What? That's several bonus options? That's not several bonus options. Actual 20? I guess I'm gonna bet that 25 is the max level. I feel like I've read something about that. 25 being the max. So that's probably something. So what the hell is up with this all this stuff? Like what is different? I can play in the tower now. That's new. Autoplay mode? These are still just level 4. What the hell is up with this? Didn't I get all the stuff in the bonus menu, or is that in the options? No, it's not. What is going on here? I don't understand. What did I unlock? Did I unlock anything? Is the game just trolling me? I guess. Oh no. Stop. Don't do this. Cancel. Yes. Well, if you know, I guess, let me know what the hell just happened. I can't do anything else. Alright. Let's just quickly load the thing and see if it's New Game Plus or if it's... Ah, it's not New Game Plus. I'm just here, and I have my people. So that's cool. So, I guess because of that... Yeah, I was kind of curious. I was wondering if this would be New Game Plus, then to open the gate thing, you would either have to replay the entire game, or load the game and then sort of break the space-time continuum by knowing the code when you weren't supposed to know the code, or stuff like that. If I go here and, like, talk to this chick, she doesn't say anything new. This guy, can you, like, forge me something from this org sword? No? Huh. Yeah, he doesn't sell anything. I wonder if that org sword is something, or if it's just complete garbage. Well, I'm gonna end it here, and then we will have another episode looking around the place, talking to Dad about maybe Dad wants the white iron ore and the org sword to make, like, the best weapon in the game. That could be a thing. Maybe. I could see that happening. We'll see. But I'm gonna end it here, so I'll do one more episode. If you have any suggestions or any, like... Well, I guess it'll probably be too late by the time you see this, 'cause I generally record these ahead of time, but... Whatever, if you have anything you want me to check out, like anything that's not just replaying the game, anything actually new, then I'll do that. Otherwise, I guess we're semi-officially, unofficially, officially done with this series. And next time, well, I mean, I'm gonna do some stuff next time, but after that, new series! And I think I know what I'm gonna play. I was gonna get straight into Knit Underground. I wanted to play that long ago, really, after playing Knit Stories and all that, but I didn't get around to it, so I want to play that, but I'm thinking maybe I should just switch it up a bit and do some slow game, some point and click or something, because it's been very long since I did that. So, we'll see what I do. Honestly, I was surprised that this series was outlasted by The Sun at Night. Not that The Sun at Night has been going for as long, but still, I thought The Sun at Night would be very short, but that's still going, and that's still very, very mediocre, so you're probably not missing out if you're not watching that series. It's not really all that fun, but it's not really all that boring. It's just kind of... I'm just going along in it, and it's alright. So, that's it anyways. Semi-update, I suppose. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the series. If you stuck with it for, what is this, like fucking 66 episodes? Holy crap, that is insane. I'm like never going to make a series this long again, or at least I don't think so, but who knows. Sooner than I think, there's probably going to be one that's like 100 episodes. We'll see about that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!